So there it is. Knobs turn, they feel alright. Okay, medium wave, little pointer's working, and the FM dial's working, and it feels nice and smooth. Me's like it is. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all the plastic, and then we see what we've got. Alright, so I've loosened the back panel. Screws, well, there's only 2 on this one and 2 at the top over there. So now this can come off, and we can get a look at what's inside. Well, we'll turn it over in a while and look at the tubes, but I wanted to get underneath here and have a look at what's going on over there. There is a transformer. Probably it's around the volume and tone control, so it's probably some kind of an audio transformer. And all of the original capacitors are there, and there's not many paper capacitors. I see 1, 2. You know those tar bombs, what the Germans call? I only see 2. And that one is a shielded capacitor. It's got a ground on it. And then there's that one over there. And that's it. The rest seem to be of a more modern type. So it might be minimal work to make this radio sing. I'm even prepared to say let's connect some power to it. The only thing that I will do is, okay, I've got my FM button pressed. And what I'm going to do is just do a quick ohm meter check while you're down there. Turn on my multimeter. And I want to just have a quick look at how many ohms. Is on the primary of the transformer. The power transformer, that is. So, let's see what we got. There's the multimeter. And I'm going to try and do this in a way that actually works. So here goes. I'm looking for between 30 and 40 ohms. Hang on, where are you? Oh, it's kind of variable. It's probably the contacts on this 60 ohms. I would say that's pretty okay. Alright. Let me zoom out again, yeah. And I'm going to plug it in. But before I do that, I'll tell you what. Before I do that, let's turn it back over. Alright, like that. We can get a look inside. A little bit dusty. Everything looks original. Speaker looks original. The only thing that's kind of wonky is the old magic eye, which I've now straightened up. And what have we got? That's an ECL85. It's a strange output tube. I don't know that one too well. Never heard of it. Well, I have heard of it, but I've never seen one in a radio. And then that's an ECH81. That's probably an EABC80. And in the back there's got to be an ECC85 FM amplifier, AM or FM receiver mixer, AM front end and mixer, and then single IF detector. I believe there's diodes doing the detection. So capacitor in the back there. That's very likely to be shot. We'll see. Transformer looks in okay condition. Doesn't look like it's been hurt. So I would say that this radio can actually be fired up and tested. So on my dim bulb limiter, I can plug in power. Let's do that. Now, this radio actually, there the dim bulb limiter has already come on. It went out immediately, which is interesting. I wonder if it'll come back. That seemed to me as if, well, I've got heaters and I have reception. It's working. It's working. And there's no hum, which is a big plus. So let me put my long wire antenna in here. Sorry, this is a very shaky video. I don't have cameras and tripods and things, so I just work with my phone when I do this. So, long wire antennas in. Oh. Well,
der Kinder und Jugendlichen hat das schon mal erlebt.
This thing works.
Das zeigt eine Studie der Bertelsmann Stiftung und über die reden wir gleich.
It doesn't need much from me at all. Of course I'm going to replace those capacitors. This thing is working like dynamite. Okay, I'll leave it on that because it tends to be less copyright problems with classical music than with other. And what a gorgeous little radio. Philetta Deluxe 321. Not bad. Now let's try medium wave. Normally medium wave. You can get stuff on it, but depends on the time of day. But it's definitely receiving, it's just that there's nothing out there that's coming through. Long wave, normally there's two very powerful French stations you can receive.
Tu peux avoir jusqu'à 120 euros.
There's one. There's the other.
Pour les familles des victimes des...
And then finally shortwave. This thing is working perfect. Now let me tell you, what's really great over here is that I'm still using the limiter for the reception. And normally, especially with FM, if you use the limiter, it's normally not so good. So if I bypass the limiter now, see there's the bulb come back again, now that the tubes have warmed up and are conducting fully. If I take it out, normally the reception gets even better. So now, if I... Yeah, picking up loads of stations. So this little radio is going to get the full Monty, and it looks like it goes up to a higher frequency. I wonder what that would be, because 100 megahertz is over there. A lot of these radios end at 100. This thing looks like it goes up another 5, maybe even all the way to 108 megahertz. Shall we test it? So, my old, trusty old leader LSG11 signal generator, set it on band F, let it warm up, because this is tubes as well. Like I say, in all my stuff, in tubes we trust, right? So, now, I've got that all the way, that FM band, all the way to the end of the 100. And let's get a look. This scale is actually quite accurate. And there it is. That's about 104.5 megahertz. So it's not quite 108. Let's see what's on the other end of the band. So I've now tuned all the way to the other side. So where are you now? Let's just come in here. It's right there. So that's got to be around 87.5. And if we come up here and we crank it back, there's 85. That's 87.5. It's a bit lower, 87.4. So that's pretty good. Turn that up again, all the way to the other side. Just verify. So all the way up to the end of the dial and back up here. Yeah, sadly not quite 100. That's 109. That's 100. Sorry, that's 108. 106. 105. Alright, so it runs between 87.5 and 105 megahertz, which is really a respectable coverage for these little old radios. Fantastic. And that's the end of part 1, because what's going to happen is I'm going to take it apart and clean everything up, restore it, and then I'll be back. Thanks for watching.